Don't play with me. Black Panther. Don't play with me, bruh. The No Beds. Don't play with me. This title, man, is getting me hype. Ooh, I've been watching you since you was at 300K. And with this one little video, you got me hyped. You got me hyped. For anybody that knows me, if you look at my letters, look at the JD, you'll see how much I love Midnight Club, how much I've embraced it in my lifetime. All right, this article right here, ooh, don't be playing with me, boy. Before we get into this video and what I have to say about this article and the idea of a new Midnight Club being in development, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna provide all the type of content. If this comes out to be true, all the content gonna be right here. All right, so subscribe to the channel for more. All right, I got you. But let's get into this right here, because when I seen him post this video, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. There's some hope. There's hope, right? There's hope. But I had to simmer it down. So on YouTube, I follow this guy named Black Panther. So I've been watching you for a while. And I've been watching the series that you've done over time. You've done Midnight Club, Need for Speed. You know, that's the main two things, and The Crew. You know what I'm saying? I watch your channel because it feeds into my love for racing games. So yeah, go check out Black Panther. If you're into racing games, whatever you need, Gran Turismo, Forza, Need for Speed, Midnight Club, The Crew, whatever racing desire that you want fulfilled, my man's got you. Go subscribe right now. But they put out this article on his official website, the No Beds. So I clicked on it. You see right here, I clicked on this link right here in the description. And it took me to this right here. So let's evaluate. Let's go over this article. As of February, as I'm recording this, February 9th, this article was written by Corey Johnston. So what the title says, Take-Two hints at, hold on, I'm gonna highlight it for you. Take-Two hints at new Midnight Club game in development. You see that? Oh my God. Midnight Club, oh my God. See, this is a screenshot from the last Midnight Club that released back in 2008. That was during the period in which Rockstar was kind of simmering down on their releases. They wasn't releasing like that, but I think it was part of that little golden era for Rockstar when they was just dropping games. But not no more. Not no more. Y'all seen my rant video? Check it out. Check it out. 2008 was the last time we seen a Midnight Club release, and that's too long. That is way too long. It was Midnight Club Los Angeles, the game that you see right now on the screen. Midnight Club Los Angeles. All right. So let's read further into the article. While the Rockstar Games developed street racing franchise, Midnight Club has remained dormant and, dare I say, canceled souls. That's something on their, on his channel that people like to joke at. So yeah, has remained dormant for nearly 14 years. 14 years, G. Ridiculous. It seems publisher Take-Two Interactive could have plans to revive the franchise in the near future if the company's recent remarks are to be believed. I don't know about these jokers, man. I don't know about Take-Two. Y'all know how I feel about Strauss and all them. I don't know how they is now, but let's continue. Earlier this week, Take-Two Interactive held their 2022 Q3 earnings call detailing the various profit earnings the publisher has earned during the latest quarter, as well as discussing upcoming titles from developers under the Take-Two publishing umbrella. Continuing the article, while discussing their upcoming titles, Take-Two Interactive CEO, there you go, CEO Strauss Zelnick mentioned that the company has, quote, unquote, sequels to many of our beloved franchises, right? Planned in the coming months and beyond, with a follow-up slide specifically featuring Midnight Club, L.A. Noire, and Max Payne 3. A slide, homie. A slide. So let's read further. We have the strongest and most diverse pipeline in our company's history, comprised of new intellectual properties as well as sequels to many of our beloved franchise. We look forward to delivering many of these titles in the coming months and beyond. And I believe this is the slide that they showed. Rockstar Games' diverse portfolio of industry-leading intellectual properties. So if you follow my channel or check out my rant. You know what I'm saying? I had a rant about GTA 6 and Rockstar, the company itself. In the last, 10 years, what do you have to go by to prove that you will release games within these franchises that you've owned, you've paid money for to keep these trademarks and these IPs alive? You really think I'm gonna believe that y'all gonna give us a sequel to Max Payne 4, or LA Noire 2, or Midnight Club 5? I don't think this is gonna be a sequel. I don't think it's that. As much as I would like for it to be that, right? So let's scroll down a little further. This isn't the first time Midnight Club has been referenced by Take-Two. Back in January, Zelnick also mentioned Midnight Club during an investor call after the company acquired mobile publishing giant Zynga, stating the franchise is one of the company's biggest IPs alongside titles such as Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, Borderlands, BioShock, NBA 2K, and more. That's depressing. You want to know why it's depressing? Back in January, Take-Two had purchased Zynga, whatever, all right, mobile publishing giant. We're probably going to get a Midnight Club on phones, mobilely. Let's continue. With Rockstar North currently focusing on a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto franchise, it could be possible one of the other various Rockstar Studios could be working on a brand new entry on the Midnight Club franchise, especially with the street racing demand last year's Grand Theft Auto Online's tuner and Outlaws update saw. Whatever it is, be it a brand new title or a potential remaster, let's just hope now that Take-Two have acquired Zynga that it doesn't end up being a simple mobile title. I feel you, bro, all the way. The idea of a Midnight Club on mobile is very depressing. The fact that they're acknowledging Midnight Club in their investors calls, the purchase of Zynga, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the purchase of that, the fact that they mentioned it twice, it makes me believe that, yeah, we're going to get it in a mobile state. And from my point of view, I feel like it's going to be maybe Midnight Club 2. It's going to be Midnight Club 2 because I believe that was the last Midnight Club where they didn't have to pay for any type of licensing of music or cars. So it'll be easy to just remaster Midnight Club 2 and put it on the mobile franchises. Not the mobile franchise, the mobile phone. Reading this article, you know, it's an up and a downer. You know, the fact that we're acknowledging Midnight Club this late in the game, you know what I'm saying, this far out since the last release, gives me hope. I don't know, man, with Take-Two and my man Strauss Zelnick, that guy, I told y'all, man, this dude, he ain't in tune with the streets like that. You made it this far into the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Midnight Club content. All right, so let me go ahead and speculate on what I would want from Midnight Club going further. If they were to make a new Midnight Club, let me tell you what I would want it to have and everything that I would like for the franchise to evolve on or go further. And on top of that, I'm gonna give y'all my history with Midnight Club, right? So my history with Midnight Club started with Midnight Club 2. Midnight Club 2 was the game that pretty much got me into street racing. See, I grew up in a time where car culture was hot. We had movies like Too Fast, Too Furious coming out, The Fast and the Furious coming out. And also we had TV shows like Cribs, we had magazines and companies like Dub, hence the name for the third edition or the third entry into the series, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, which was my favorite. But going back to Midnight Club 2, that was my first one that I got to, you know, play. And it was unique in its own way. Why? Because it had character. That's what I loved about it. I remember Moses, that big old joker. I was like, man, how can his big tail fit in that little old Civic? That little white Civic car that he had, the first person you had to beat. And what was unique about that game was the fact that every racer that you raced had like an animated reaction. You know, you got to see a cutscene in every loading screen before you raced. And I liked that feature. It was something different. It was something new. You know, it showed the car in the background and it had the music playing, and I just love that culture, right? And we don't see that no more in video games, right? To go further with my history, Midnight Club 3 came along. An excellent game. Everything that I wanted as a kid. It provided customization, all the cars that you wanted, the music, the cities, just like in Midnight Club 2. Midnight Club 2 offered 3 cities. Midnight Club 3 offered 3 cities. But if we talking the remix, it offered 4. Look at my name, JD with the 3Ds. 3Ds is because I'm from the D, the triple D. It's in the Dub Edition font. All right, that's why I jumped when I seen this headline. Midnight Club 3 had everything that I wanted. Right, it had the culture. People might not understand what I mean when I say culture. Now, being a brother from the South, from North America, you will understand what I mean when I say the South. And in the South, there's a certain culture to it. If you played Midnight Club 3, you will understand that culture I'm talking about. Go to Atlanta in Midnight Club 3. That's the culture that I'm looking for. I'm looking for that culture out of Midnight Club, as in like a whole game that embraces that culture. Because y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all see with my Saints Row and Midnight Club, these two games are synonymous in culture. House real big, cars real big, you know, everything, dubs, 28s, 26s. It had that one unique thing about it. It was a culture there. And that, I could say the same for Need for Speed. It embraced that culture that, you know, everybody was riding on, the pop scene was riding on. It was riding on the Fast and the Furious. And they should have kept elevating on that. So speculating about Midnight Club next, I would want them to go back to the dub culture. Like I said, house real big, cars real big, everything real big. Like I said, I'm in Texas, so everything big around this way. But yeah, so if you was to do another Midnight Club, I would want them to do the South, right? The whole South, maybe Texas. Like, embrace the culture of the swanging and banging, bruh. The lowriders, the 6'4s and all of that, Impalas. I want y'all to bring that back. Take some elements from Test Drive Unlimited, the social aspect of it, being able to buy like homes and all of that, being able to go to places and a huge map and car dealerships, bring mansions and houses into it. You had a whole song talking about houses real big, cars real big. The rap culture is pop culture now. Why don't we see developers or the industry taking heed of that? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we see games being made off of the culture? Seeing this article got me hyped. I'm hoping there's some credence to, you know, the fact that they might release a new Midnight Club game. But my worst fear is that it's gonna be a mobile game. That is my biggest fear, that it's gonna be mobile. I don't want no mobile game. I want a full-fledged, next generation Midnight Club. Look at the success of Forza Horizon. We got a Gran Turismo about to drop in a few months. Then we have the new Forza coming out, and possibly a new Need for Speed coming out this year. So why not? Just to wrap it up, I need a Midnight Club right now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Midnight Club. I'm hoping it's a real sequel and not a mobile game. Here's for hoping we get the Midnight Club we deserve. All the fans, we need another Midnight Club. Let's get it. They want to release 2 games in 10 years. They asses on the hot seat. Thanks to the Nobez for releasing this article and getting me hyped. I'm hoping this turns out to be true, that we have a new Midnight Club game in development. With that being said, JD, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.